Candidates, we are approaching the halfway point of this debate, so I want to do a rapid fire section where we want to get through a handful of topics quickly. I'm looking for a 1 or 2 word answer on these questions. Ms. LaFortune, are you going to vote yes or no on the proposal to start electing half of the members of the school board?
Although I didn't support the process, having a hybrid model, I would vote for a hybrid model.
You're voting yes. Mr. Cuervo?
No, I have been vocal about my support for a fully elected school board.
No. Mr. Smiley?
I'm going to vote no because I don't think injecting more politics into our school system is going to solve our education
Mr.
problems.
Smiley, we'll stick with you. Letter grade for the state takeover of the Providence public schools so far.
Incomplete.
Ms. LaFortune?
We need to transition it back to local control, and I would give it probably a D or a D minus, or even a C, because there has been some good things that have happened, like the turnaround.
We have an evolving curve. We have an evolving curve to that. Okay,
Like
Mr. Cuervo, we're at the midterm here. We get a D. And finally, Mr. Cuervo, we'll start with you on this one for rapid fire. Who was the best mayor of Providence in the last 50 years?
Every mayor has faced a different set of challenges and brought to the office their own experiences, and I think it's hard to say that there is one best
Two of your
mayor.
former bosses may be disappointed to hear you not name them.
I think every person brings their own lived experiences to the position.
Ms. LaFortune, best mayor of Providence in the last 50 years?
I do agree that all the mayors have been able to do some really amazing things
for
the
the
city
name?
of Providence. But I want to be the best mayor
Okay.
of Providence.
Mr.
and
Smiley,
to be the first woman
do you
mayor.
have a name for the best mayor of the last 50 years?
Yeah, I think Mayor Cicilline, to turn the page from the Cianci era of corruption and underinvestment, took on a Herculean task and changed the city's reputation for the better, and we're still enjoying the benefits of that.
All right, now we are going to do a pop quiz section of rapid fire here. One thing voters want to know is if you have a grasp of the most important issues facing the city. Ms. LaFortune, as we've already discussed, the city's underfunded pension plan is a huge problem, and the mayor serves as chair of the Providence Board of Investment Commissioners, which manages the money in the city pension fund. I'm not looking for it down to the penny, Ms. LaFortune, but approximately how much money total was in the Investment Commission's account as of July?
Oh my goodness, pop quiz. We've spent over $93 million into the pension system, and I'm so sorry, that totally slipped my mind.
That's
so
okay. Mr. Smiley, do you have an answer?
I think current assets are about $300 million.
Say it again.
300 million?
And Mr. Cuervo? You see
Approximately
right?
300.
Okay, the answer is $325 million. Mr. Cuervo, what is the current residential property tax rate in Providence?
I believe it's 22%.
Do you have it per $1,000? The tax rate, the property tax rate in Providence per 1,000.
Do you mean $22 per thousand?
$22
Okay, you said 22%.
Yes,
That's fine. That's fine.
$22 per
Mr.
1,000.
Smiley, is he right? $22 per 1,000?
He's not.
What is it?
It's around $13 for the owner-occupied rate, if that's with the homestead.
The residential property rate, not counting homestead or not homestead, just the residential property rate.
Oh, he's not far off then.
Okay, Ms. LaFortune.
It's about a little over $22 per $1,000.
We have $17.80 per 1,000. Final question to you, Mr. Smiley. There's been a lot of talk about police funding in the last 2 years. Approximately, what is the budget for the Providence Police Department?
$100 million.
Is he right?
Yes.
Ms. LaFortune, is he right?
He's right.
He is right.